Oh, okay.
Yeah, long enough. Yeah. I wouldn't be anywhere else, mate. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, top spot.
Yeah.
What's happened to the frying pans? Hasn't got an open end on it at the moment, or it does?
Yeah,
Here
just
further.
through here, but it doesn't come through at the outside here anymore. It used to.
Yeah, I know. Last time I fished it, I a bit of fish down here.
Yep. Yeah, it's a nice area.
What sort of species can we look forward to getting today?
We should be finding pearl perch, Moses, snapper, possibly gold band snapper. I'm really hoping for some gold band actually.
Yeah.
And some good sized tuskies. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Should be quite good. Alright. Coast Guard Noosa, walking two over.
Vessel calling Coast Guard Noosa, say again your call sign.
Yeah, good morning, Coast Guard Noosa, this is Wild Thing 2, over.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Coast Guard Noosa, Wild Thing 2, making that, we're crossing the bar, we have 14 POB, over.
Coast Guard Noosa standing by.
Okie dokie. Top of the water, stop winding, lift the rod straight up in the air, sinker swings to you. Grab a hold of the sinker, rod goes in the rod holder, sinker on the gunwale. If we can get that going every time, that'd be muchly appreciated. Alright, so to drop it in, throw it over the side, open the bail arm, which is that wide piece there. Okay? Feed it through your fingers. Now this is the most important part. Keeping it nice and tight on the way down, guys. Reason being, if we don't, you're not going to know when you're on the bottom. You're going to create tangles, and you're not going to feel any bites. If we don't feel bites, we don't catch fish. Okay, so every so often, whatever you class is about 30 odd metres, just stop the line for a couple seconds. Let it pull tight, let it go again. Alright, so it's about 70 metres deep, so we're pretty deep. Alright, so it takes a fair while to get to the bottom. So I apologise if I start dribbling, but yeah, don't like being quiet on 70 metres. Hopefully by the time we get down there, we should be on straight up. When you do get a bite, guys, what you'll see is the rod tip will start bouncing away. Oh, there's a bite. There's a fish. Right, so fish on straight away. So someone can grab, if you'd like to come over and grab this one.
Me?
Yep. There you go, fish on. So as you see, guys, when you, lift up, one down, one away from you. That's it. That's the go. Yeah, nice and easy, so lift up. When you lift up, stop winding, and then wind down to the water. Yeah, makes it a fair bit easier. Let's do it. Pressure, don't lose it now.
You're exciting. Holding the rod.
There he is, it's a hussar. Nice little hussar. Stop winding there. Very nice. Go. Good news, we've got 69 metres to go.
With the pilchards, it's just a half pilchard. I normally go through once, and then I'll put it through the tail. So it sits like that. Same with the squid. Just never put it through. And then always have your hook exposed. Alright, yeah, we're in about 70 metres of water. It's a fair old drop. Need a fair bit of weight to get down, doesn't appear to be too much run on the bottom at this point. Let's see if we can get a fish, eh? Yeah, got a little bit of weight, he's not too heavy. Don't see any colour there yet. Alright, we've got a bit of colour here now.
Very good.
Little man.
And someone has to blind, that's why it's so tight. So what we do here is actually, it's called barotrauma. It's where his gases have expanded and pushed his stomach lining out. So what you do is you go the fourth line, fourth spike, down in line with his pectoral fin, get a hypodermic needle, flick a scale out, poke it in. You can hear that gas coming out. Massage his belly a little bit to get the majority of it out. See that's deflated, and he's good to go.
First time out on a boat, like deep sea or?
Out deep sea, yeah.
What do you reckon? Long way out?
Pretty good. Oh yeah, it's a long trip, but it'll be worth it when we get the fish.
Where are you from?
Originally New Zealand.
Alright, so once everyone's clear, I will hand this. Oh, he's going. Didn't take long at all.
Alright, we got what we came out here for. We've actually put a floater out the back, and we got a really good dolphin fish on here. This is a great fish. Bloody good one at the moment. Yeah, he's holding down depth at the moment. It's a nice fish. Feels like we got the plug here. Paul, our skipper here, doing a great job. No, it's the first one. Yeah.
Whoa!
Well done. This is a dolphin fish. Notoriously going nuts in the boat. We might do this once he stops. Gotta get him down and gill. Yeah, these things go ballistic. Guys, they're very dangerous in boat. Alright, so dolphin fish are actually the fastest growing fish in the ocean, guys. They grow for about 4 years, get up to about 40 odd kilo, and die of starvation.
That's only about a year old.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yep, they go from an egg to legal size in 3 months.
Really?
Barra, I'd say it's been 6 months.
Yeah, no, they definitely.
What kind of fight this put up, mate?
Fantastic. Great catching fish.
Still fighting. He's still fighting then.
And he's still fighting. Yeah, he doesn't stop giving up yet.
Even better table fish.
They are, absolutely.
All good?
This ain't very nice, guys, so you might want to look away. Alright, so we've just been here for not even 5 minutes, had a couple of floaters out. First one went off, all we heard was a little splash in the corner. Next thing the floater went off, good times.
You got a good sized fish on there, mate.
Yeah, colour, bud.
When you get the colour, give us a call.
Alright, stop, mate. Very nice tusky. Venus tuskfish. One of the prettiest fish in the ocean. That'll keep them better on a plate. These are a close relative to the parrotfish. Right? They call them a tuskfish. As you can see, his teeth there. Not quite a pretty sight, but they actually chew on coral. These guys are mostly responsible, these and his bigger relatives are actually mostly responsible for creating some of the coral reefs we got around. Coral caves. So, yeah, very, very tasty fish.
Yep.
That's he starts kicking around. Yep, we got 12 head. Real 12 head.
Okay, we've just had a drop a couple of 100 metres back there, and now we're just going to change tactics. The fish have gone off a little bit, so we need to make a move. We were using bait on the bottom. We were getting some really good hits on the pilchards, but I'm going to give this plastic a bit of a go. It's a gulp with an 1.5 ounce lead on it. So we'll just get that rigged up. Simple rig. hopefully we can have a bit more success with the plastic.
So for some of those first timers on deep sea fishing, what advice would you have for them?
Be patient. No. The main thing is with this type of fishing is you get to the bottom. Once you get to the bottom, just keep a little bit of weight on the line. Otherwise we're fishing in a pretty heavy group environment here. If you let too much slack in the line, everyone ends up with a lot of tangles. So we can minimise that by keeping a little bit of pressure on your line. Also I'm trying the plastic so I can probably cast it out a bit further and keep away from everybody else. That it sits well.
Alright, so what we're doing here, actually moving around a whole heap of GPS points. These are areas that we've fished before and had some success. On this one here, this is our sounder. This actually reads the bottom and gives us a show where the fish are. So what we've got straight up, this one here actually flattens the bottom out, shows where the fish is sitting. This one here gives me an idea of what the bottom looks like. This here is a nice pinnacle. That's about 5 metres high and a nice sharp fish on top of it. So we'll probably go back and have another look at that. And yeah, hopefully drop the pick on it and pull some nice fish.
G'day, this is my mate Scott. We're out here on Noosa Charters today. Scotty's our guest fisherman on bait to plate. And Scotty fishes 2 or 3 times a week and he's a good mate of mine.
Mrs. Permitting. How are you guys? Pretty well. The aim of the game today is to catch a few fish. You can always come out on a charter and use your own gear, or if you do a bit of fishing you can take your own gear. Pretty well. All I've taken today, I've got a smaller rod, about 30 pound, run a bit of braid with a bit of fluorocarbon, plan to do a bit of plastic fishing and hopefully pull a few fish. I've got a little 4 to 6 kilo rod here today, a little light fibre and a bit of 30 pound snide braid, and a little 4,500 to 5,000 sort of size reel, whatever the braid is permitting. We're fishing at about 70 metres or so gone a little bit heavier today instead of running around the 6 to 20 pound depending on the person, and hopefully hope to get a few. You can also bring out a bait rod, probably looking between 50 and 80 pound depending. Run a bit of mono, probably around the 30 to 50, running a bit of braid around the 50 to 80. It's not too expensive for a lot of people. Depends on what sort of fish you're gonna get. You're only gonna get busted off. Don't put too much hurt on your stuff, and it should last for a fair while.
That's awesome, Scott. Great bit of information, mate. Well done.
Like we're ready to fish again.
Okay.
But,
Did you have one before, Mark?
What's that, mate?
When you caught that fish before, what you have on?
The dolphin fish. Yeah, we caught the dolphin fish on a floater. We just floated pilchard out the back on gang hooks, no sinker, and just floats out the back there. And quite often a lot of the bait going in the water will track the fish around to the back of the boat, and they'll follow the bait smell up, and hopefully we might get another one.
80 metres of that, you'll be done.
Yeah, that's 79 to go. Right where we go to the gym
I
today.
feel so cat-handed.
Here he comes.
You might have 2. I think you might have 2.
2 on.
Oh, that's exciting.
You got a Sergeant Baker and a hold him in the water. Oh, not in the water. That's right. Oh, no, we got the
Sergeant Baker and the Venus Tusky close. Yeah, the Tusky is. And a bit of coral.
Oh, coral, wow. Well, how about that? That's the gonna...
So that's another one of those Venus Tusky fish. He's legal size. Notice he's a more blue and a green one as opposed to the red orange one we had before. Very beautiful eating fish.
very white flesh.
What do you reckon about that?
Well, very,
2 at a
very,
time, eh?
very good. I'm very pleased.
About as good as it gets.
We'll get a good feed tonight.
You did well. Guy here is called a Sergeant Baker fish. They're not regarded as a table fish or an eating fish, but they do make a really nice strip bait. Quite a bony fish, so a lot of people don't eat them, but they do have a nice fillet which you can turn into some harder baits if you need to. So.
What we've got here today is a pilchard inside of a squid. Whole idea of it really is if you've got a few pickers and stuff around, it sort of holds your pilly together a little bit better. Your pilchard's a very soft bait and your squid is a very strong bait. So pilchards let out a lot of smell, squid not so much. Pretty well works a lot better for you've got a few smaller fish around, makes your bait last a bit long, so hopefully the big fella gets there and gets into your bait. That's my idea on it anyway. Yeah, we'll give it a go and see how it goes.
I'm still. Money's on. What are you doing, mate?
Keep them up, sir.
Bill perch and yeah, and tangle. It'll be very close. Yeah, very close.
Bit of weight to this. Feels like a nice fish, this bugger. Not saying nothing like it.
Not like you,
Alright.
stuck for words, Mark.
No.
Nice big size.
Oh, it's a pearly.
Pearly's with his mouth open.
Yes, okay, love your work. And someone else's line.
Yeah, you always got to catch someone else's line.
That's unusual.
No, I've got. That's mine. That's right.
That's great.
Yeah, sorry.
I got a pair. It's a beautiful colour to it. Look at the eyes on it. The blue eyelids.
There it is. What do you reckon, eh?
I think it's brilliant. I'm stoked. He's even wagging his tail.
Down there, everybody. That whole tusky just got smashed from the gills back.
Cod.
Big cod down there.
Yeah.
Scaled him.
How far up you reckon? There you go, Fraser. Not bad, eh?
Not as good as your girlfriend.
Oh, God, his girlfriend, though, eh? What do you reckon about that? There it is. He's catching up slowly.
Yeah. Depends on the day, to be honest. Sometimes you get if you get a low pressure, right, you'll actually have the fish won't be as aggressive due to the fact that their stomachs are shrunk. Now you'll find days like that very tough fishing, but they do still fight. I mean, these tusk fish are a very good fighter. They will scrap all the way to the top, whereas your pearl perch, as I was saying before, the smaller ones, they just come up as a bucket mouth, head, mouth open, and it's just a dead weight coming up. You got your fish like your amberjack. They can be very, very lethargic at one time, and as soon as they switch on, it's on for young and old. They're a very aggressive fighter, very dirty fighter, and then you got your kingfish, which are just a whole next level. So we get all those sorts of species out here. Hopefully we'll find some of them today. Yeah, fishing is a lot better during the moons at night time. So if you've got a full moon or a new moon, the fish will chew better at night time. They actually feed throughout the night. Early morning and late afternoon is your best times for those. As the moon either makes or drops off, then the daytime becomes better. So we even find around here certain reefs fly better on certain moons. So yeah, a lot to it. It's not as easy as just coming out and soaking a bait, unfortunately. Just under, I reckon. Why is the saying just under?
It's alright, eh?
Not a bad one. Healthy little fella. Yeah, you got a good bit of girth across the shoulders. Let's see how he goes.
Go on, Anne, use those muscles.
I think he's gone. I will indeed. I think he's gone though.
Go. Now lift up. Wind down. That's it. Perfect. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. You don't want to pull the hook out of the fish's mouth. Up. Just slow on the Tusky. Tusky. Yeah, you can get a colour now. I was going to call it when you were hooked up. Nice fish. Alright, spinning over his hand. That's beautiful. Beautiful fish. Look at that.
That's a beauty.
Well done, Ed.
Beauty.
I think so. Nice. I'll get in, hold this one. You're right, I'll just unhook it first. If you want, you can check your rod in the rod holder for me. We're going to keep this on alive, so. So what you want to do is just hold him there. You can just slide your fingers under. And be very careful because he's got sharp spikes there. So under like that. Just the grip. Yep.
Pretty colours.
Beautiful colours, aren't they?
So what would he be? Like a K or something?
It'd be close to a kilo, probably 800.
Beautiful fish.
I've just hit the bottom and unfortunately lost my rig, so I've got to do a bit of a re-rig. Never throw your line over the sides if you can help it, because it's not very good for the environment. The turtles don't like it. So we keep those on board. Just a straight blood knot. Chris has already prepared some loops for me in this. They're just a standard fisherman's loop and a loop for the sinker on the bottom. I think this is a 40 or 50 pound trace. It's a standard blood knot. 7 times round, back through. Just wet it slightly. Pull up nice and tight, and always cut your small piece off, keep it small. We'll get some hooks and we'll put on this in a minute.
What's the other stuff?
Serious deep sea fishing going on here.
Oh, nice tusky. Now you can sit down, eh? Yeah. Alright, he's swallowed that well and truly, so that's a job for the pliers. Luckily he's legal size, so it doesn't matter if we hurt him a little bit.
It's the first time fishing out the lake.
It is, yes. First time fishing at all. So, Portugal. Yeah. I came here on a holiday, listen to him. So, yeah, it's fun. It's a beautiful place. It really is a beautiful place. It's very good. Very nice.
Cool. It's not really fighting, it's a little
Yeah, we're sitting on top of a rubbly
I'm not complaining.
Huskies.
Oh yeah. That is a tusk.
Beautiful fish. Look at that one.
Sun on it.
Yeah, mate. Bring it towards the camera, mate.
Hang on, I'll just called a Venus tuskfish. They are the meat-eating brothers of the parrotfish. You can tell by his teeth they're pretty tough. They're used to crushing up shell, coral. They'll eat a lot of shells with slugs inside. They are an interesting fish. At night they actually surround themselves in a ball of mucus and go to sleep completely encased in mucus. They only feed during the day. That is about as big as they get. They get a bit bigger. Very nice to eat, very white flesh. And yeah, just an all-around good fish. All-around good fish. A lot of pretty colours in there. A lot of spikes, a lot of armour.
A lot of good chewing.
A lot of good chewing. And these probably suffer the worst from barotrauma. So as he's down 60 metres, the air inside his stomach, as he comes up through the water column, that air expands and it basically just turns his stomach lining inside out, pushes everything out of his stomach. The end result is a not very healthy fish, but he's a keeper.
This might be the fish of the day.
I'd call this for another tusk fish, I reckon. He was just sitting on the bait.
Good one. There we go.
Oh, and it's tangled. Oh, hang on a second.
Someone's busted offline.
Hey, nice belly there, Scotty.
Nice one.
Fish.
Have a good look at that
Straight
one.
through the fucking eyes of my rod, that was grand.
So that's all.
Let me get that back.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What's this one?
Hey, go back.
A what?
Gold band. Nice fish, gold band snapper.
So these are nice fish.
They are very eating. They fight hard. They're a nice white flesh. And they only live out here in this beautiful clean water, so very tasty. Cool goldband snapper. They've only really recently been discovered as an eating fish, and the price is skyrocketing.
Here, Mark.
Got a pearl perch here, mate.
These good.
Chicken of the sea, mate. One of the best eaten fish in the ocean. It doesn't get any better on a day like today.
Giant fish.
It doesn't just get any better. Fish aren't going too hard, but still nice to have a day out here.
Oh, that's better.
Hit one.
There he is, another Venus tusk. Nice work, mate. Very aggressive head shake. What we do there is literally just a brain spike, they call it.
Yep.
Instantly kills the fish. It minimises the lactic acid build-up in the flesh. and also just the most humane way to do it as well. So
Yep.
that's what we do. He's instantly dead. You can see the colours change. As soon as your brain's working, the colours just come through really, really strong for a few minutes, and then they fade off. Yeah, beautiful. Nice fish.
Alright, under the bridge of Rye. There's where the lights are, where the navigation lights are. There's a really deep hole, about 13 metres, just in the channel there. And on the edge of that 13-metre hole, we can most of our duties. The other spot is on the mainland side, there's double piles. You see the double piles, all? All those double piles, now there's a ledge. You fish on that ledge with the duties there as well.
They go a few tarpon as well.
Yeah, they go off.
Yep, so she's a 10-metre cougar cat. It's 3.6 metres wide, nice beamy fella. Got twin 250 4-stroke Suzuki's on it, so nice and economical for a charter. And yeah, top speed, as we found out yesterday, is 35.5 knots in a northeast sea. So that's unloaded, obviously we wouldn't do that with a charter. But yeah, no, she goes quite well.
Okay, we've got ourselves a dolphin fish here. These are probably one of the best eating pelagic series that you can get. They are just a wonderful eating fish, and we're about to start to fillet this for our session of bait to plate today. So let's see how we go. First of all, with these little bad boys, we've got to skin them. Run right round the outside of it.
Why are we skinning it first, Mark?
The reason we skin these first is because they've got really, really tiny scales, so they don't scale like a normal fish. And as you can see, the skin comes off. Just like so. There you go. Beautiful flesh underneath here. Now we'll just get down in here and I'll fillet this normally. Bit of flesh, but there's our fillet. It's a nice, beautiful, nice flesh. Doesn't get any better than that. It's such a silk. Just leave it in your gob. Like it was. Well, here we are again, up at Noosa. We've been out on a day with Noosa Charters and had an awesome experience. This was our bait for today. We used a bit of garfish, and over here, as you can see, from bait to plate. So we'll be taking this fillet here and going to barbecue it up and see how it tastes.